What's up, guys? Another Tuesday night here at Flight Club. And I was not here last week, guys. And I apologize for that. I got really sick quickly, and I came home, went straight to bed about 6 or 6:30. And look who showed up. Are you all better now?
Did you tell him that you took a Midol before you went to bed?
So you see who's smart.
I was on medication. Oxycodone.
Are you still? I mean,
let me check how much I have.
Wayne had to have surgery a week prior, and you had what done?
I had to remove an accessory off the big block. The gallbladder hit the dust.
Yeah,
they took it out.
That's part of getting old, right?
It sucks.
Yeah. So he had that done, and then Tuesday night I was going to do the show by myself. I got some kind of stomach bug.
What did you eat?
I don't know. I told you cursed me, man.
Hey, I'm in bed taking oxycodone.
And you cursed me. It was like you channeled me, man. So, if you couldn't be here, I couldn't do the show.
I could have done the show from the hospital.
Yeah, right. That would have been great. So anyway, I ended up getting sick. So I came home at 6 o'clock, went straight to bed. And thanks, guys, for everybody sending out the shout outs to me, wanting to know what was wrong. I talked to a few of you guys in the next day or so to let you know what was going on and that we were all okay. And so we are back tonight, and we're wide open. And
it's already started.
Wayne's trying to get
it's already started.
What's going on?
Because as soon as you say hospital and you had an operation, he goes, well, it must have been minor surgery, like brain
surgery. Yeah.
The love.
Right here.
See, that's why I missed 2 weeks of this being abused.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. And me talking crap to him, I wouldn't even like call him on the phone for a while. So with all that being said, lots have been going on, and we've still been keeping things together and keeping things moving, and been trying to keep him in the loop when he's in the loop, because he's been out of the loop.
I mean, I'm loopy.
Yeah, because he's been like, I don't know where he's been on another planet.
But I took all the oxycodones. There's that out of my system.
Yeah, so it's just Tylenol now, right?
No, I think it's what do you call it? No, wait. The only thing that's left, I think, is stool softener. And I'll tell you why. I stopped taking them. We had the conversation, right?
Yeah.
And my daughter's a nurse, and she's telling me, she goes, Dad, no, Dad, take the stool softener. I'm going, what for? I'm fine. She goes, well, because there was a guy that came in. He was on the ER thing and whatever. He stopped taking the stool softener, and he had a pine cone stuck, and he couldn't get it out. Well, he had surgery all the way across here. All his muscles are all cut, and they're stitched. Well, he's grunting so hard. He's busting the stitches, trying to get the pine cone out because he didn't listen and he didn't take stool. So while she was telling his story, I was taking the stool softener. Take the stool softener.
Dang.
Whoa,
man.
Whoa, Thomas.
Dang.
Whoa.
Hey, man. Thank you. And Tim Toutant. Man, you guys are awesome. We thank you so much. And all of it goes right back into the channel. I promise you that.
Trust me, it goes back in the channel.
Yeah, and into Wayne's pocket. I mean, I'm just here. But no, guys, every bit of that helps out. We got projects going on. We got a lot to talk about. And on top of all that, guys, in case you hadn't heard or you haven't seen, Legend Hobby's killing it, man. I mean, look here. I mean, seriously,
I like the China Lake scheme.
Cheers. I'm telling you. Yeah. Well, hey, shh. Give it all away yet.
I love it. Well, it just keeps coming. Look, it goes, oh, yeah, you had minor surgery, pecker removed.
Yeah, well, hey, you want a Bud Light? Okay. But no, seriously, guys, we have a special guest here tonight. And in case you guys did not see the premiere and don't know what's going on and you've been on another planet, we've got Mr. Thomas Wheeland from Legend Hobby. And he is going to be just filling us in on all great kinds of information, because not only have they just released a beautiful Corsair that we saw last week, but they just also released a beautiful 82.5-inch T28, guys, and it comes in not 2 but 3. I say 3 schemes, 2 but 1 uncovered.
Naked.
So yeah, if you want to cover, you want to paint, you want to do whatever you want to do yourself, guys, they will get you that one as well.
I don't want to do that.
But you have the typical red and white T28, which is typically a navy scheme.
What's that come from?
And then you also have Aero Airship. I don't know, but thank you guys toward that first Legend bird, and it will be. Yes, it will. But thank you guys so much. And I'll tell you, the next thing here is, like I said, they've got two beautiful schemes, and I'm kind of leaning towards the China Lake scheme now.
Like that.
I've been talking with Thomas a lot about it, and he's like, "That's up to you, man. Whatever you want to do. We're definitely going to get you hooked." And I'm like, "Well, look, man, I think I'm definitely going to go with the China Lake, especially after talking to Wayne and guys."
I got to pick a different color.
Well, yeah, right, exactly. Always, the struggles are real, right?
Hey.
Okay, so with that being said, I would love to basically tell you guys, here we have Mr. Thomas Wheeland. Are you there, buddy?
Hey, good evening, guys. Good evening.
Hey, so there he is, guys. So let's just give him some emojis, show him a special thanks for being here, guys, because we're super excited to have him here and talking about things that Legend's doing, what they're coming out with, what they're going to be coming out with. I mean, guys, just beautiful airplanes. So, Thomas, what's happening on your end there, man? You there?
Yeah, for some reason that was weird. It just kind of stopped on me. The feed did, but it's back.
All right. So what's going on, man? Tell us what's happening with everything.
Oh, just keeping busy trying to bring out some new products that I think customers really want. We started 3 years ago with a single seat Skyraider. It's been a big success. I think everybody that has one.
I remember that came out.
I think everybody that has one's really loved it, and we followed up with a wide body version of it. So we got the 2-seat Skyraider out also.
Yes.
And in the meantime, we brought out the 13-foot L19 Bird Dog. If you haven't seen that, it's an amazing aircraft. If you want something a little bit bigger, maybe your eyesight's not so good, a 13-foot Bird Dog, you won't lose it in the sky.
Oh, yeah.
It's a gentle giant. And then we went straight into the B-17 production, and it's been a little bit delayed, but that's for good reasons, to get the quality of some tiny little components done. We're going to do like some resin pours, and then we had to switch to 3D printed because that was the only way to go with getting some things right on it. But I think at the end, the customers will be really happy. They'll be shipping at the end of this month. And in the meantime, while that's going, we got the T-28 back on track after a year hiatus thanks to COVID. Put us behind about a year. But the T-28's now coming out. And that's the one that I think is going to hit more people in the soft spot because I think a lot of people love the T-28.
Yeah, I'm digging it, man. I love it. From the day one, it's been a few months back. You guys dropped some things on Facebook. The minute you did, I was like, I told Wayne, I said, "Bud, check this out."
He did. I mean, that's not a BS line because he literally says, "Check this out. Look at the gear on that." Like he's talking about some girl.
Mm-hmm. I mean, guys, look at the pictures that we're showing here.
I know,
right
but
now.
see, that's the sexiest. That's the sexiest one.
Yeah,
right
I think it's going to have to be the scheme, guys.
Now I got to pick a different.
I mean, look at this thing, guys. I mean, look. Let me zoom in, show you this thing, move around a little bit. I mean,
so that's the actual T-28, the station down here in Houston. We know the owners of it, and he let us go to the hangar and take 360-degree views of it, pictures of it. So the China Lake scheme is really nice. It's got the engine gray fuselage, bright yellow wings, and the red fluorescent red or red stripes on it, and the tail. So it's gonna be easy to see, and I just like it's different.
I do too. Yeah, the more I look at it, man, I mean, the more I'm loving it. I mean, and guys, look at the cowl size on this airplane. They're showing measurements right here. And you can see, just how big this thing is, give you a little bit of idea.
Dude, you could you could actually put a Moki in there, couldn't you? Couldn't you put a UMS in there or the Evolution 777s or whatever they are, the smaller ones that they had there for a while?
There's a lot of possibilities. Depends on what you want to do, but we're recommending everybody really. It's only going to weigh about 22 pounds, ready to fly. It doesn't weigh a lot. It's all balsa construction, plywood construction. It's very scale. The biggest headache was trying to figure out how to put in a modern hatch. Yeah. Everybody wants the hatch on there where they're going to go fuel or they're going to go, wet fuel or they're going to go dry electric. They want to be able to get to everything now. So the challenge was to make an actual scale cockpit with sliding canopy and have it removable. So the hatch is huge. It goes all the way back almost to the tail.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Big hatch.
The more access you have, the more joy it is to fly your airplanes. You don't have to fight it all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
So the good news is you can get to everything and still have the sliding canopy and still have the cockpit. And you can have your cake and eat it too. So But yeah, we're going to be recommending people go with the 40cc twin that we're pushing, just because that allows us to put the scale gear in the scale location. I mean, I sold ESM, and all I could ever do is just squint when I see the ESM T28 out there. Really short coupled gear. The nose gear was all the way back against the firewall and behind it. It just, to me, it just doesn't look right, you know. And I want to make things that look right. And you know, sometimes you got to give up going with an 85cc engine just because, you know, you want it, and actually go with something scale and make it look right. So anyway, we worked with Sierra and got the Sierra gear. The nose wheel on there is just a temporary nose wheel. The actual nose wheel is going to be scale.
We've been see that. Got that compression, nitrogen compression strap.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a real scale nose wheel. Everybody who's ordering the scale wheel set, that's not the nose wheel. It's gonna look like the actual nose wheel on the T28s. But we just had to have something to get us through for right now. These pictures are from Sunday when we mocked it up at the shop, and now we're assembling both of them for our flights here in Texas. Anything that's OEM for Legend Hobby, that's just a Legend Hobby exclusive, that we do the plans for, and we work with the factory to produce it for us. We test them ourselves thoroughly before we go to production. So even though they say they tested them there, we still want to test them here. And so we're about to put them through their paces here, and we'll be able to show cool video. What I'm excited about is just showing the video of the scaled exhaust with that 40cc twin.
Oh, no doubt. That'll be sweet, man.
Smoking. We're gonna have smoke systems on both of them, so you'll be seeing smoke come out both sides of that cowling, the scaled exhaust.
Oh, wow. And I mean, you know, these are just some shots, guys, of the how they're packaged right now. You can see, you know, it's very nicely done. This is all kind of everything being laid out. You can see the finish on these is just beautiful. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Let me go back to this picture where we're at here so I can let you guys see just how nice. I mean, look at just the lines on this thing are beautiful. The covering on it is absolutely gorgeous. Look at the shine. I mean, like I said, the canopy, beautifully done. And you guys also sell the pilot figures for these too, don't you, Thomas?
Right. Yes, we have the pilot figures for those as well, with the moving head and without the moving head. And our friend at the RC Geek, Chris Wolf, he has a really cool little module. I'll be updating the website and posting a link to it soon. And if you get the little random servo motion generator, you can have both pilots randomly moving their heads different directions, all automatically for you. So with that big canopy, and those pilots are going to be seen, that's kind of like a fun trick little accessory to add on there. Oh,
no doubt. And guys, it's hard to see right now, but you see this right here. This is a air brake, and it will also be right behind, kind of like the CG, more or less, from what I can tell. And it will be a working air brake, guys, or speed brake, as you like to call it. That'll be super nice. I can't wait to see guys starting to do the 3D printed cockpits for these airplanes, because there's tons of room. Yeah, there's plenty of room in there to work with.
That's his specialty. He does all that stuff. I fly him.
Yeah,
he makes them pretty. I like to fly them.
Well, that's the thing. I love to customize, and I mean, the cooler I can make it. I mean, I've got a big balsa plane I'm working on now, and I'm actually talking about putting leather luggage in the back of it. You know,
that's
awesome. So I love it. You know, I mean, but this right here, I mean, that is just, man. I mean, that's just so cool.
I don't want to break up the party, but the natives are getting restless and they want roll call.
Okay, so let's do that. So, and again, Shadow Ops RC, want to say thank you for his donation as well. I saw that earlier. So basically, I'm going to come over here. Let me move a couple of things.
I mean, they're getting restless. They want to be named.
Yeah, I want to move.
Kenny's in the house, so I can't tell you how many times the F word's been used.
Oh, already. Yeah, I hear you.
I can hear that bus idling.
So Thomas, we do a roll call around here, and of course, you know, we like to give everybody shout outs. So we've got Victor RC Jets, Paul McNeil, Ken Sprouse. What's up, Ken? Good buddy of ours. Shadow Ops RC, Keith Christie, Arrow Air Shows. Thank you so much for the donation. Paul McNeil. We've got Jared Kirby. And of course, Thomas, you know Jared Kirby very well. Is a great guy who actually got you and I hooked up. Michael Barr. We've got Tim Touton, always a great
Yeah,
asset
he's
to this
healing. He
channel.
said he's finally healing.
Yeah, and Tim's come along well.
I know how that feels. I mean, I didn't go as far as you went, but I mean, I'm with you.
Yeah, Tim's been through it too, and he's coming around very well. So we're glad to know that. Let's see. We have got Hanger 51.
Oh,
yeah, F.U. Kenny.
Kenny, come on, man. What's that white smoke in that bus with all the windows up?
Let's see. Who else we got in here? My mother, of course. Hey, Mom. How are you? Love you. We've got RC plane reviewer Bobby in the house. What's up, Bobby? Mr. Michael Reiska. How are you? Let's see. Wild Bill here in the house tonight. Going down the line.
Kids are on NyQuil.
Let's see. On NyQuil. Lionel Randall, how are you?
Lionel.
So this is just a few of the guys, and they're coming in. I can see they keep coming in, which is great. So we're glad to have each and every one of these guys in here tonight. And just super happy to have Mr. Thomas Wheeland from Legend Hobby in the house, guys, telling us what's going on with the world of RC and what we're seeing here today and all the airplanes that are coming around and coming out. Let's see. I'm trying here to get, I want my screen back up here for here we go. Let me move this over. I got a lot of mess up here. I'm moving around, trying to get everything where you guys can see it. Okay, so now, a while ago, Thomas, you were talking about some other planes too. So we're going to, guys that may not be so overwhelmed by the T-28 like we are, we're going to take you guys for a little journey here as well. And we're going to show you some things that Thomas was talking about a while ago. So, Thomas, this is a beautiful,
right?
This is the B-17. And tell us a little bit about this airplane, man, and what's going to happen with this and then when it's coming out and all about the anniversary date and the big fly-in you guys have got coming up.
Well, so my home field is Bomber Field, USA. It's over there in Monaville, Texas, which is right outside of Houston. And I've been going there for about 35 years now. The club itself is centered around bombers. The original owner and founder of Bomber Field, he grew up around Houston. He said he used to watch in World War II. He was too young to join, but he was just fascinated by the B-17s flying over. So he decided when he was old enough, he'd have an RC airfield and fly nothing but B-17s. And so he built Bomber Field. So my whole life, I've always wanted B-17s, and I used to have an American Eagle B-17. And anybody who's ever had a B-17 or wanted one knows how many years of time it takes to actually build one and put one together, you know?
Right.
And most people spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years building one. So I said, man, if we're going to get more B-17s out there, people just don't have more time. They're having less time nowadays. So I said, we got to bring out a nice ARF. So,
no doubt.
So that's where it started, was with Bomber Field and my love of B-17. So I made it a point to make sure that we bring one out to the public that was great, not just okay. You know, nothing hurts more than seeing a bomber without a bomb bay. And there's a company that brought out a B-17 ARF several years ago, and I couldn't believe it. They didn't even have a bomb bay on this ARF, and I was on a B-17. I just shook my head. And so I said, okay, we're gonna have a working bomb bays on it. So we do. And then I also wanted the turrets to move because I like the little accessories, little things that make it pop, you know. So the B-17 from Legend Hobby has servo-operated dorsal turret, chin turret, and ball turret on the bottom. It's also going to have a 3D printed cockpit. So that's going to give you another level of scale realism there. And then we're also going to have radial engine covers, of course. And the one that you're looking at right there is a pre-production prototype. And we don't have the covers on there yet. We're running 15cc rear exhaust gas engines. Wow. So when we fly these together at the event in September, we usually try to get up as many bombers as we can. A lot of guys are running Satos or OS 4-strokes. And some are running gas, and it seems like, you know, they don't have a lot of fuel tank space in the nacelles, so they can only fly for, you know, 8 to 9 minutes or 11 minutes and have to land usually, you know. Right. So I wanted to use the 15cc engines and change the location of the fuel tank so we get a longer loiter time than anybody else, so we can be the first ones up and the last ones down.
That's awesome, man.
So
well, I'll tell you what, if it's this plane and better right here, it's going to be absolutely stunning. I mean, this plane right here is just absolutely gorgeous.
There's a video that we made real quick. It was of the maiden flight, and the wind was gusting 20, 25, and and it wasn't easy for the first maiden, and the landing was just beautiful. Wally Warren's one of our test pilots, and he just did a great job with the first maiden. He said he couldn't believe how well it flew. If it wasn't for all the gusting, the video would have just showed it off so much better. But even the maiden video we made out of the first flight was still really good. I mean, his first landing with that B-17 was probably better than most guys have with their B-17s on a regular basis, But
Wow.
it flies. I don't know of any bad flying B-17s, so it flies just as good as every other B-17, if not better. It's lighter, by the way. we weighed one of our buddies in the club has an American Eagle B-17, and his is a fiberglass American Eagle one. And the wingspan between ours and his is 2 inches. Ours is 2 inches longer wingspan, and ours was 9 pounds lighter than his.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah.
He said he was so envious. He said, no wonder it flies so well. It's so much lighter, and ours is fully sheeted. There's no open bays. You're not going to have that sag. You're not going to have the monocoque sagging between the wing bays and all that.
Right.
And so it's a 2-piece plug-in wing instead of 3-piece. We did that on purpose. Save some weight and also make it easier to transport. The horizontal stabs in the back, you can make them removable if you want. But most people that fly this plane are going to have a trailer, and you don't need to remove the stabs for most people. But if you need to, because you're transporting it in an SUV or a smaller vehicle, then you can actually remove the stabs. The top hatch is all fiberglass. You can pop off the top hatch, and you can load the bomb. So I made the bomb bay functional, and so you can actually load the bombs through the top. It's got its own little locker.
That's cool.
It's got its own little locker in there to keep the bombs from jostling around while you're flying. And so when you're ready to release the bombs, it's just a KISS method. You just open the bomb bay, and the bombs drop out. And the bomb bay doors, you haven't seen the profile picture of them. They're scale. The hinging on them scale, the profile scale. So when you open those things on the ground and you're taxiing in with the bomb bay doors open or whatnot, it looks amazing. It's just a gorgeous scale airplane.
Sweet. That is absolutely beautiful, man. And so tell us about where you're going to be debuting this and how this came about and things like that.
Well, we've already debuted it, and we've already taken orders. And like I said, the first shipment of 50 of them is leaving the factory at the end of this month. We had a few delays, like I said, because we wanted to make things better, more scale. I'm giving all the owners of the B-17 a lot of scale goodies for free, things that you normally would buy later on down the road, like the 3D printed scale cockpit, the Norden bomb sight, the bomber's chair, the radial engine covers, machine guns that are actually not just popsicle sticks. These are actually good looking machine guns that screw in and unscrew, and even has turbo supercharger details on it. So it's got a lot of really good parts. And then even the wheels, I had 2 guys help me with a wheel design. So we end up doing resin print 3D wheel covers. Mm-hmm. So to make all the details on the wheels really pop, because there's a lot of B-17s out there, or most of them, they don't have scale wheels. They look kind of silly if you look at their wheels. Right. So I wanted to have really scale wheels on it. And that's the ad from today. That's the actual full scale Texas Raider. I have friends. A lot of us have friends that crewed on that Texas Raider B-17.
Right.
And our hearts go out to all those that lost loved ones and friends.
That was a horrible thing to watch.
But that's on there in remembrance of them and giving honor to them. The whole purpose of the B-17 gathering is to remember all the crews that ground crews, air crews, everybody who helped support the flying of the bombers, no matter where they served.
Certainly. Yeah. I think that's fantastic, man. That's great.
That's the whole thing about Legend Hobby. It's about keep them flying a legend, keep the memories alive, never let them fade away.
Absolutely, man. I think it's fantastic. And again, it's such a great hobby that we could try to get people involved with and get younger people in and let them learn this history. And, that's why the more younger people we can get interested in this hobby and the history of the airplanes, and because we are a dying breed, and so you go out to an airfield and most of the guys you see for the most part are anywhere from say 35 up to 75.
None of them are holding Bud Light cans.
No, they're not. and they're not young people per se.
No,
there'll be a couple, but
we're a dying breed. We're dinosaurs.
Yeah. And so, the more people we can get into this and interested in the history behind all this is just amazing to me. I love it anyway. So, I've always liked history. And so now you were talking about your other planes a while ago that you were mentioning. So I'm going to start showing some pictures of some other ones, and you can kind of fill us in on some of these as well, because these are very, very nice. And this particular airplane comes in 3 different schemes, right?
So that's the L19 Bird Dog. It's a 13-foot wingspan, has a 2-piece plug-in wings, and you can run that anywhere from a 70 cc up to 150 cc if you really wanted to. We're flying it with a 120 cc, and we rarely ever go over half throttle.
Wow.
Very, very rarely. That's the pre-production prototype you see there. So it comes in solid gray without the big dog mouth on it. We did that. That's an actual scale color scheme. But that's the white and red, the red and white one that we offer as well. All the markings on it, and then we also offer it in the olive green with orange, and so they're all available. Also uncovered. You can also order it. There's an olive and orange one. You can see how small it is in that picture.
Yeah.
But might do it.
Yeah. So all the accessories you see on it come with it. It's very complete. It's very, very complete. The radar, the antennas, the whip antenna, the rockets, the phosphorus rockets, all that stuff comes with the model. Even the horizontal stab. If you zoom down to the horizontal stab there, you'll actually see the other antennas that are on the horizontal stab, and those come with it as well. And
antennas, check that out.
those actually screw in and unscrew, so when you're transporting it, you don't have to worry about them breaking. But the model itself goes together for it being such a huge plane. It goes together really fast. Wow. It flies like a dream. Everybody that flies it or has flown it loves it. We had a guy that's never flown a plane that big, and we let him fly this green and orange one out at the field the same day we had maidened it. And he's like, "You sure you want me to fly it?" I said, "Man, I've seen you fly 80-inch planes. You got it." And he was nervous. We said, "Man, just go." And he flew it, and he flew it great. It looked like he'd been flying for years with the plane. It's a very, very gentle flyer.
Yeah, well, I mean, it looks like it would be, and it looks like it would just be a fun plane to fly and just show off and let everybody see it. I mean, it's just absolutely gorgeous.
And we got a couple guys that they frequent some scale events, and there's one getting put together for the scale event, and he's fiberglassed it and put every little rivet, panel line, access hatch on it and everything. And
yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
He's stoked. Another guy got 2 of these. He bought one for Top Gun and the other one for practice plane. I told him, I said, "You don't need a practice plane. It flies so good."
No kidding, man. I mean, it's beautiful. Gosh knows. Again, this one would be between this one and the red and white, man. I love the red and white. But that is gorgeous. It's just so pretty. And what is the wingspan on this one again, Thomas?
13 foot.
Wow.
So is that almost 150, 152?
156.
156.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a big wing.
There's a really cool picture. I don't know if you have it, but there's a cool picture of 4 of them together on the field.
I do.
Oh, there's a box. Yeah. So that's the only caveat. The only caveat is you order one of these. It takes me a couple of days to get it actually shipped to you because I got to coordinate with a freight company to come pick up a pallet, and then these get shipped on the pallet.
Yeah, I've seen it strapped on the pallet.
So you can't really hide it from your wife, or
no.
your girlfriend.
Hey, but if she kills you, you got a good wooden box she can put you in.
On top of that, if you have multiple wives, you can deliver it to the other one.
Yeah.
That's true too. But yeah, and you don't need a forklift to unload them. I tell guys just to cut the straps off and lower them down from the truck. Then you don't have to worry about paying for a lift gate or anything.
Well, the container's got to weigh 3 times as much as the plane.
So they're right. So the one smaller box is just the wing panels.
Wow.
And one of my customers lives here in Texas. He bought 2 of these. He loved it so much. He said, "I have to buy a second one in case you never make them later on. I want a backup." He bought 2 of these. But anyway, he uses this wing box just like you see it there. He bolted it to the inside of his plane trailer, hinged the lid, and then put some latches on it. And that's his personal wing transport.
Hey man, hey, I'm all about keeping boxes. Hey,
he's the box guy.
I love it.
Then the other guy made the actual fuselage box into a workbench because the wood's so nice in these boxes. You didn't want to throw it away, so he made the other box into a workbench with a hinged lid. So he builds on top of it, and he has a hinged lid. He gets stuff inside of it.
Yeah, see, and I love the ingenuity. I think if you can save something that a plane comes in and use it over and over to keep your stuff nice, why wouldn't you? I mean, I'm all about it, man. I think it's fantastic. I love it. Okay, and these are the Skyraiders, right?
Oh yeah, we got Skyraiders. I have a huge fascination with Vietnam. My father served in Vietnam, and I have a lot of friends that's families and loved ones served in Vietnam. So one of my dad's favorite planes was a Skyraider, and so and one of my favorite planes is Skyraider. So I definitely did the Skyraider first. But here's some pictures of the blue one. The green scheme is part realistic, part fantasy, but he put it together and it came out beautifully. And so normally the blue one comes unmarked, so you can do your own color scheme with whether you want to do Korean War or later post Korean War with the blue. So
Wow.
that's what that one is. We still have a couple blue ones left. Some guy did a fantasy Blue Angel scheme on one. It looks amazing.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, it's a beautiful airplane. That picture we just had up here, this picture is absolutely gorgeous with the sunset back behind it.
Yeah, David Hart took that down there at Top Gun.
Okay, yeah, that's beautiful.
And all the rockets come with the Skyraiders. So you get 12 rockets. They're all quality rockets. They're not made out of cardboard. They're actually resin composite. And then the big drop tanks, those 3 big pylons come with it. They're fiberglass pylons. They're not plastic.
Cool.
They're actually fiberglass, not plastic. And then the 3 big fiberglass tanks come with it as well. So when you get a Skyraider, you're getting a full cockpit, all the ordnance, you're getting all the drop tanks and everything, pylons, and you're getting a full kit. You're not getting a partial kit with the accessories you got to buy later.
Wow, that's a deal in itself, man. I mean, because so many airplanes don't come with that kind of stuff,
No, and these that you're seeing right there, that's the people call them the fat face or the wide body Skyraiders, the dual seat Skyraiders.
Right.
And the Navy ran them, the Air Force ran them, but they have a little bit taller tail. The fuselage is wider, and they fly just as sporty as a single seat version. Believe it or not, they just look really big, fat, and heavy. But the vertical stab helps you a little bit with stability. But they say it's so hard to tell the difference between the two.
Well, didn't Chris Wolf do one of these on his channel as well?
Oh yeah, he's got the single seat and the dual seat. He has both of them.
That's what I thought. Yeah, this one's beautiful to me. I like this one too. See, the more I see the China Lake, and tell us a little bit of history about the China Lake for those that don't quite know what's going on with that, Thomas.
Oh, so China Lake is basically a testing facility for ordnance. The Navy needed a place to go do some testing on ordnance, so that's where China Lake came from. So a lot of aircraft you see that were used had bright wings, bright tail, just so they don't get shot at.
Okay.
Sometimes they wanted to get shot at if it was a drone, like the Hellcats. They had red Hellcats that they shot up and blew up. But these were either drone operators or target tow aircraft.
Okay.
Or they dropped ordnance. But that's the China Lake scheme. So you'll see they had T-20. They had all sorts of aircraft out there: T-28s, Hellcats, Skyraiders, pretty much anything to get their hands on, and they tested ordnance from them.
Okay.
So we're talking China Lake right above in the high desert out there in California, right?
Correct.
Yeah, because I used to ride my motorcycle out there when I was a kid, and I'd find all kinds of crap that these guys would dump all the time. I get all their little spring wound whatever from the parachute wrapped up in my chain. Pissed me off. I said, "What's wrong with these guys? Don't they know I'm riding a bike here?"
Damn. Oh man, gosh.
Oh, this guy. Oh, you got to talk about this. We got to pause for a second. This guy's name is Philip Kraus. He's a captain. He flies cargo planes out of Nuremberg, and so he wanted to get his hands on a Skyraider, and it's hard to get a hold of a Skyraider overseas. It's a Legend Hobby plane, OEM plane, and anyway, they're manufactured by Seagull Models for me. So it's my plane, and I give him rights to produce it for me, and then. Anyway, so long story short, he's been trying to get a hold of a Skyraider. He had a flight into Chicago, then down to Houston. He heard I was close to Houston, so he made a deal to meet up with me to pick up a Skyraider and take it back to Switzerland. He lives in Switzerland.
Okay.
But anyway, long story short, he got it home. He put it together, flew it. He loved it so much, he bought 2 more.
Wow.
So that's why he's grinning ear to ear because he loves it so much. He says, "Man, let me tell you, I'm a full-scale pilot my whole life. I've built every kind of ARF under the sun." He said, "This Skyraider is amazing." And he says, "I'm buying 2 more from you next trip," and he did. And now he also has he's got an order in for the B-17, the T-28, and the Corsair.
Catalog buyer.
Hey,
yeah, he's a good customer in Switzerland. Yeah, that's for sure.
That's awesome, man. I love it. Hey,
he's going to try to come to Bomber Field. That's where he wants to pick up his B-17, T-28, and the Corsair at one time.
Well, that's the thing, man. I mean, if you're putting out a great product, people want the product. I mean, it is what it is.
That's a cool picture.
That is.
That's Chris Wolf doing his review for the Skyraider, the single
I
seat.
thought so. That's what I thought that was his. I said, yeah, there you go. That's it.
That's Chris Wolf's, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't that Rabbit Dry Lake out there where he did all his flying?
Correct.
Yeah, baby. I burned some fuel out there when I was a kid.
So yeah,
wherever the wind's blowing you, you just land that way.
That's what he said. He goes, doesn't matter what way the wind's blowing.
It does not matter.
I got a runway.
The only problem is that the mountain in the background, your plane disappears
Oh,
when it drops below the sky into that when you're coming in the landing, and you cannot find it. Don't blink, don't fart, don't pick your nose,
really?
because you won't be able to see your plane again. I know, because I've lost mine several seconds, and my pants were brown.
Lord.
Yeah, that's sexy.
That's
right
nice
there.
right there. Yes.
Yes.
Get in there.
so we fly our Skyraiders with 4-blade props. That's a flying prop. So we use the EME 60 with auto start or without auto start. Either way, most of it fits in the cowl.
He's got a thing for auto start.
I would love some auto start.
He's got things for switches and buttons and mechanisms and this.
If y'all don't have an auto start engine, we'll talk after the show. We got to get you one because man,
all right.
You'll have to sell him.
Man, once
You'll
you have
probably
one,
order 3 just to make sure.
It's amazing.
I love it, man. Yeah, that would be fantastic. And tell us too, man. For guys that want gas and guys that want electric, tell me, what do you have? What do you recommend for both likes? What do you highly recommend for the planes?
We have a whole setup on our website. We do Scorpions, and some people say, hey, they're kind of pricey, but man, they're a great motor. Scorpion motor. So we have the Scorpion motor, and we fly the 4-blade prop with it as well. Okay. And on my website, we have the whole setup listed there for you. You can go there and check it out. And the nice thing about it though is if you use a Scorpion motor with a recommended standoffs we have, you don't have to do any fitting. It drops in place the same distance as the EME 60.
I like that. Yeah, that's great. Ooh, that's pretty there.
That one right there is electric.
Oh yeah, see,
that is a pretty scheme.
That is beautiful, isn't it?
All the Skyraider, everything Legend Hobby, except for the L19, just because I didn't think there'd be too many L19s at the same club at the same time. So all the other models, though, all my Legend Hobby models, the B17, the T28s, the Skyraiders, those are all coming in without the markings applied. I always give you the decal sheet. I give you the decal sheet with the markings, but I mean, I'm a Warbird guy, and I don't want the guy next to me having the exact same P47 or Mustang or Skyraider as me.
Because I have to share the tent with him, and I don't want the same thing he has.
But so this guy, his name's Jesse, and he got his gray and white Skyraider and put his own custom markings on it, and really just made it pop. It looks so different than all the other gray and white Skyraiders.
That's cool.
It's fantastic.
Let's see. Brett Archibald said, I'm about to fly my first Nitro OS 46 FX Ultra Stick and SIG something extra. I just picked up a DLE 35 looking for an ARF. Well, I'm sure Thomas can help you out.
There you go. You got a place for that.
Yeah. I'm just making sure. I wanted to see if we got any questions here, Thomas, from the guys, because we've been talking, and I don't want to, ignore people because these guys are awesome. And like I said, if anybody's got any questions, guys, please drop them in here, and Thomas will be glad to answer them because he's following along with the chat as well, guys. So, if you've got any questions as far as something, a setup, a plane, something like that, that he can answer or help you with here tonight, now's a good time to ask him. Wow, check that out. That looks nice, doesn't it? Look at the ordnance on that.
That can't be Rabbit Dry Lake because there's green on the hills.
Yeah, that's the Dry Lake. He went.
Is
back
it really?
Yeah, he went back later on. He custom printed a bunch of those bombs on there.
Yeah,
and then he also had a toilet. The Skyraider.
That's right. Yeah, I just watched the video on that. It's funny.
Yeah, so he did this toilet drop on there as well, and then he also, he's a real scale aficionado. So he picked a scale camo color scheme and then found the actual FS numbers and then painted right over the covering. That's cool. Yep.
That's killer.
So the pilot, the real pilot of Socket to him, of this Skyraider that he did, actually got connected with Chris Wolf somehow, and sent Chris Wolf an autographed book of his experience flying the Skyraider because he saw Chris Wolf's Skyraider in the Skyraider group.
Huh.
And so Chris and he got to have like an hour conversation on the phone talking about the Skyraider, and all his exploits in it. So it's pretty cool. There's a lot of guys, man. I can tell you one thing. One thing I love about this hobby and doing what we're doing about keeping history alive is I've had so many people come up to me that were Vietnam vets that said, you don't understand how many times a Skyraider saved my ass. Sorry, I don't know if I could say that on the radio, but
You're good.
saved my tail. And a couple of guys had a reunion. One was a Skyraider pilot, and one was an actual infantryman. And they talked about a mission that he happened to be covering for him when he was on the ground. And they had this really nice meetup it was at Bomber Field, and they cried together, hugged each other, and thanked each other for the service. Man, I started crying. It was so beautiful, And it was all because of an RC airplane, brought them together. It was pretty cool.
That's right, man. Well, you can't get a better hobby, I don't think, and getting people together and just, you don't typically go to the airfield and see guys fussing. You know what I mean? Everybody's having a good time,
I think we have 3 of those.
We do. Yeah. Okay. I haven't seen anybody fussing. I don't know who you're talking about. But no, seriously, it is a great hobby, and it's just a good time, and everybody's so nice. And like I said, people come out with all different airplanes, and wow, what have you got today? Oh my gosh, where'd you get that?
Can I fly
it? No, you fly mode 4.
Nobody wants to fly my planes.
Yeah. He flies different, man, and
I'm the exception. I'm just like, well, let me restate this. Never wear a pilot uniform when flying RC. Hangar 51 yoga pants are the exception. He gets off the school bus in his yoga pants, gonna fly.
Okay, so Thomas, this is our pilot Robert. I mean our president Robert. And
he wants questions.
He has a question, and so I'm going to ask this question. Let me cut to this real quick.
Cut to the chase.
Can you ask about 4-stroke radials on the B-17? I've posted probably 5 times, but not much chatter.
So the B-17 is 1/10 scale. And so the cowling, I don't have the measurement on me right now, and I can't go measure it for you, but the cowling, I don't know any radial that's small enough to fit a 1/10 scale B-17. I think overall, so the props on, if you look at the pictures, those are 14-inch props. So if you zoom in on them, so I'm guessing the cowl size is right around 6 inches, if I'm guessing. And I asked one of my fellow B-17 pilots the same question a second ago. He's guessing about 6 inches or so, but I don't know of a radial engine that'll fit in there. Okay. But if you do the math, it's 1/10 scale. We did it on purpose because we're not good at dividing, so we did 1/10 scale. And so if you look closely too, you can see just the head, barely see at the bottom, barely see the head of the 15cc RE sticking out there, right. And the muffler pipes go down right below the cowling, right there. That's the head of the 15cc, and then right behind it is the muffler. So you can barely see it on the B-17, and then in the cowling itself, the red light in there, that's the ignition light, so we can see them. And we're installing the radial engine covers on it now. But we did this one fast and dirty just to test everything and be a test mule. Even the shape of go to the upper turret, the dorsal turret on the top of the B-17, the guns. This is not the way your turret's going to look. That was just a temporary, just to stick something on there. So your turret on the top is actually shaped properly. It's got the sloped front edge, the plexiglass. The guns are actually lowered, and those are just like plastic popsicle sticks, as I call them. The real ones are all 3D printed, gorgeous guns that screw in, unscrew, screw in and out. So there's lots of little revisions. Again, this is just the test mule to get it up and flying and wring it out as hard as we could. And the production one's gonna have lots of little details that are different. That's gonna be just drop dead gorgeous. I don't put out ugly airplanes. I promise you. It might take me.
I've already seen that.
It might take me a little bit longer, but I'm just so nitpicky about stuff that I want the place to look right.
Well, see, and I love that, man, because I love for something to look scale. I mean,
I just looked up the smallest gas radial from UMS website, and it's 8 inches in diameter.
Yeah, it won't fit.
That's a 55cc 5-cylinder radial, and it says it's 8 inches total in diameter. So it is a possibility. I don't think it'd be busting out the seams. It looks like that's got to be close.
So
I don't know. Won't know until we get a tape on it.
I'll get y'all some measurements on it. If you give me his information.
He's just been excited. He's been looking to build one with small radials, and he saw yours, and he's all, well, you think it'll fit? I said, well, order one up, man. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
We do have an option. I can probably make him a slightly larger. You won't notice, but I had toyed with the idea early on. The problem is the problem is if you go with a bigger engine than a 15cc gas or equivalent, you can't run much larger than a 14-inch prop because then you're gonna have clearance issues with a fuselage.
You'd have to use a 3 or 4 blade prop to.
No, these are 3 blade. These are all 3 blade already, and they're 14
and
inches.
You're still long.
Yeah, you're gonna running into clearance issues with the fuselage.
Yeah, the smallest is a 55cc.
Okay. He said he would look at a Sato 3-cylinder.
Oh, let's go to Sato.
Yeah.
What do you think of that, Thomas?
I don't think it's gonna fit, honestly, because we went down that road, I believe, twice already.
So I'm looking it up right as we speak.
I say go with a 4-stroke, and you'll have the nice sound of 4 strokes running.
True. That's what I've got in my P47 is a Sato FG36. And it sounds really good. It's a big airplane, though. You can see this gentleman standing here. I mean, it's not a small airplane.
No, it's not small at all.
That's very nice looking. Wow. And what's the overall wingspan on that?
125 inches.
Wow. That's big.
And like I said, it's all fully sheeted. Everything's wood. Everything's wood, and there's some fiberglass parts on the nacelles. There's no plastic on the nacelles. It's all fiberglass. And I shipped the factory the 15cc gas engines. I think most guys are going to be running the 15cc gas engines. I mean, it's just made for it. It loves it, and it flies really well, and you have a long loiter time. And they're not expensive, and they run well.
Wow.
You see that ball turret hanging out? It's got the little windows in the ball turret and everything. It's really nicely detailed.
That's what I say, man. That looks awesome.
So they'll come in 3 versions. They'll come in olive and gray with no markings on them. They'll come in all silver aluminum, so you can have a silver one if you want one, and they come in uncovered all wood. So
I believe I think there was another picture somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. Earlier we had.
I checked on the Sato smallest radial, and it is smaller than 8 inches, and it's only 33 cc's. So I think that's doable if he wants to do that. Literally, it's like the perfect combo. He ain't going to get anything closer than that. So the Sato FG33R3 is possible. Robert, write a check.
Yeah, that's all. Just write a check.
Well, I'll put it in my trust fund.
There you go. There's the silver. That's beautiful right there. I love that silver.
There won't be any markings on it at all. That's actually at the factory for photos for later. We're putting that one together at the factory for photos with markings of aluminum overcast, I believe is the name of it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's.
Wow. That looks nice. So yeah, so we've got the 35th annual B-17 gathering, guys, and that's going to be September 14th and 16th this year. And that's going to be a big time, and they're going to have a big pizza there, guys.
Man, you see that thing? Whole airplane shaped in a circle?
Yeah.
We want to take care of the pilots on Friday, so we started it last year. Legend Hobby provided lunch on Friday last year, and they're like, "What are you going to serve us?" I'm bringing pizza. They're like, "Oh man, pizza." I said, "You'll like it. It's different." They're like, "What do you mean?" I said, "It's an 8-foot pizza. We're going to make it here on the site." They're like, "What?" Yeah, we got the largest pizza in Texas, 8-foot pizza.
You got that right. That's massive. And the cooker they put it in is huge too. So he said, what size 4-stroke do you recommend again for the B-17?
Anything like a 70, believe it or not, a 70 or even a 90 would be the largest. A 90 would be the largest, 70 to a 90 4-stroke.
Okay. Well, there you go, Robert. Any other questions? He's texting me stuff, and I'm asking.
He's texting him, texting me, texting you, texting the internet, posting on Hobby Squawk. He's everywhere.
He's running one of these really bad, Thomas. Can you tell?
He's one of those guys that doesn't have any money.
Before I had Legend Hobby and VQ Warbirds before that, I'd buy an airplane and get it home, and I'd basically put it together up until the engine part, and then I kind of figure out what it felt like to me it really wanted and really needed for engine power. That's why I used to do it. Now I'm on the other side of the table, and I got to figure out all these different combinations for people. But as a customer, man, I say just buy the airplane, get it home, put it together, look at it, let it speak to you, and tell you what engine you really need to put in it. Because that's everybody fly. And people got to remember, everybody likes to fly a different way. One person might say you got to put a 15 cc in it. Another person say, man, I'll fly all day long on 10 cc's.
200 cc.
Yeah, exactly. And then you got people flying. So the Skyraider, man, you're not going to believe this story. There's a video of it. You can go look it up on YouTube right now. One of my pilots, we call him Half Throttle. Half Throttle is his nickname. He'll fly on the prop, and he put a 35 cc EME with auto start on our Skyraider that weighs 29.5 pounds, fully fiberglass, detail painted. And he flies it. It flies so skilled. It doesn't have any problem taking off or flying scale, does loops, does rolls. But nobody at the field thought he would fly well. And it flies perfect. But, he's a guy that would never put a 60 cc on that airplane,
Yeah.
And everybody flies at different altitudes. We're close to sea level. Other people fly a mile high. So
Right.
I always tell people, man, just because somebody says you have to put this engine on it, wait till you get it home and where you fly, and you'll know what to put on it.
Well, it's funny you said that because one of the guys in the chat, Brett, was asking. He said, I'm living at 4,600 feet altitude. He said, do I choose a smaller model for my gas engine than if I were at sea level? What do you think?
Well, you lose air density.
I don't understand.
So bigger bore. Bigger engine, the better, because you ain't gonna be able to spin that prop because you lose all your power because your atmosphere's gone. All the molecules go like this.
Are you talking about the size of the model or the size of the engine?
No, he's talking about size of the engine. He's at 4,600 feet. He doesn't know what to do. Which way should I go? Smaller, bigger engine, bigger, smaller prop.
Yeah.
Larger engine.
General.
In thrust we trust. You need larger engine.
Yeah.
That's right.
And then my good buddy, Mr. Tim Toutant, wants to know, is there a chance you guys will ever do a B-25? And he also, is wanting to, he has a video of one of his, but he's wondering if you guys may be ever doing one as well.
We have a B-25, not through Legend Hobby, but Seagull Models.
Okay.
It has working Bombay doors. It's got
cool. I didn't know that.
Working Bombay doors, and also has gear doors on everything. A few years ago, we sold ESM before they closed doors, and it was a cool B-25, but it had a lot of problems coming out of the factory with a gull, the anahedral in the wings, and then it also had a problem. It didn't have Bombay doors. It had a lot of little things, no gear doors, and it was kind of expensive for what it was. But it was the only B-25 ARF out there.
Right.
But Seagull, I told them we got to make a B-25, and they said, well, sure, we'll make one. And they started on it. I said, well, here's a laundry list of things we need to have on a B-25. And so I said, we got to have gear doors, we got to have Bombay doors, and we got to have detailed greenhouse area where the nose gunner is. And anyway, they went to town, and they did a pretty good job on it. The B-25 is a solid flying airplane. It's nice.
Oh, yeah. Well, a lot of people love them. That's the thing about it. And they fly well, the ones you see fly. So
and this one's not too small. It's almost the size of the Zoroli. I think the Zoroli is 101 inches, and this one is 95 inches.
Wow.
It's a twin 20 to 26 cc, depending on where you fly, what sea level you're at, but 20 to 26 cc. Had one of the pilots flying the B-25 up in Denver, which is a mile up. And he was flying with the 20 cc's. He says, man, it really needs 26 or even 30s. But he flew it around with 20 cc's until one of his engines quit and did the death spiral.
Well, and it's like you said earlier, it's everybody has a different flying style. We have guys at our field that like to fly what we call what is it? We call Marshall.
Full throttle.
Full throttle. Yeah, he only knows.
He bends a stick.
Firewall. That's
Marshall.
Yeah, that's what
Firewall Marshall.
Yeah. And then, I like to fly scale. Wayne can be fast and slow. We both like to fly scale some, but we like speed when we want it. And that's why with the T-28, I want to do something, and that's why I was talking to you earlier today. I want to do electric on this particular plane, but I want to do something that will be, fast when I want it fast, but I can fly it very scale when I want it scale. I definitely want a 3-blade prop on it. for scale look. So yeah, that's why I was saying I wanted to talk to you and get Wayne's input. And
He's
things
already
like
got
that.
it all set in his mind.
No,
my electric guy, one of my team pilots, he's out in Florida. His name's George Valverde. He's all over Facebook. Everything he has is electric. That's all he flies. He knows electric inside and out. And I asked him of the question about the T-28 because he's going to get one. He's going to do the camo Southeast Asia scheme. And I said, well, what are you going to put on it for power, George? He just looked at me and smiled. He said, hey, we're going to do the Dual Sky 6000 8S, 180 kV, and we're going to use a 150 amp HV ESC, and we'll do a 2010 3-blade prop on 12S. He said, that'll make it move.
Yeah, well, see, that's what I'm thinking, 12S. I think it's definitely got to have 12S. It'll probably need the weight as well. But yeah, I think that'll make it move too. And then, like I said, he's my electric conversion guy. This man can pull numbers out of places that I don't know where he gets.
They're smelly, smelly numbers.
I mean, and then he can tell you prop sizes. He can actually tell you the top speed you're going to get with too. He knows his conversions, man. So
get back to the show.
Yeah. So, well, I'm just saying.
That's good. I'm going to lean on you sometime. Then I need some more electric conversions.
Knows, man. I'm telling you, the man
just to
knows.
make sure that
What are we doing here? Do we need music? What is this?
Cue the music.
Hey, there you go. That's nice.
This is for mom, right? This is for mom. Look, that's right. Yeah.
Denise was in here earlier, but you guys were talking.
Yeah, slow and easy now.
But I couldn't get to this.
You got to get slow and easy and sexy.
Dylan called.
You see what I got to deal with all the time here, man?
That's crazy. Hey, check.
It is crazy. It's crazy.
Check your private message. I'm a little bit spontaneous. I don't want to embarrass anybody.
Let me see. Where are we at here? Let me see.
He's already got it all set up. He knows what he wants. He knows I want the start. I want this. I want that. I want this. I want that. I'm happy with stickers that come with the kit.
Hey, man, well, like I said,
I like to fly.
You either know what you want or you don't, right?
I do. I know what I want. I want to fly.
Well, I do too. But
you dress it up, I'll fly.
Hey, right. Well, that's what we're doing with the
someday.
You got to get one more ESC.
Well, you got 3 coming.
Well, I can't help that.
So we're gonna have to rub some paint on it, put some stickers on it, and huck it.
It's a good
because it's gonna have to be moved because there's an airplane going there.
Yeah, well,
there's an airplane going there. There's a 3-car garage.
I'm already making modifications in the trailer outside for stuff.
Yeah, his trailer's full. As you can see, the garage is full.
Well, I have a problem.
Yeah,
I think we all do. But look, we were showing you something earlier tonight, and we're gonna tell the guys this real quick too, because Wayne's been excited about this, and he's been sitting on this Easter egg for a while now, and Easter's passed, and he's passed the gallbladder, so we might as well pass this.
I donate
this egg along. He donated, right? So, guys,
wait a minute. You got to show them this one first.
Okay, so
so this is a typical 60 size P51. Mechanical retract for your normal, your beater days. You get your 60 XC side, you get out there. It's awesome, right? Awesome, right? Comes with the kit. It's free. It's clean. Not.
Yeah, right.
All right. So there you go. 60 size.
Mm-hmm.
Well, have we got something for you?
Yeah.
You go ahead and you just go ahead.
Oh, can you pick it up? Oh,
yeah.
All right. Careful.
Hold it.
He can't pick it up, guys. He's still weak. Okay.
Is there a little difference?
There is a little bit of it. This looks like a lollipop compared to.
We got a new project card started. Well, it's not started. I just picked it up.
Well,
we talked about it.
Yeah, this is actually going to be a what?
I don't know the scale, but it's a Zeroli 114-inch wingspan P61 Black Widow night fighter.
Black Widow, yes.
And it's got. Check them out. Dual. Okay, dual. Now this is Ken's, right?
Yes, Ken.
We did the trade. I did this before I went under the knife. And as you can tell, it's a beauty. Look at the size of that thing. Look at the detail. I mean, it's just.
I mean, that's hand size, guys.
I mean,
just so you know,
is just.
And it's also going to have brakes.
It's got brakes come with it. You just do it. It comes in there.
Yeah, I mean, this is massive, right?
It's massive.
This is going to be a huge airplane.
Mega.
Yeah. And
mega.
Yeah, and this is the project we've been sitting on for a couple of weeks to tell you guys about as well, because Wayne picked this up at our fly-in a couple of weeks ago, and then he had to go get sick. So Mr. Wade that I picked up the Beaver from at the fly-in, he had this as well, and Wayne swapped a motor.
Lustin.
And
Lustin.
So so Ogden, if you're watching this or when you do watch this,
that's right.
Wayne has this airplane now.
You can't touch this.
So this is going to be a biggin.
It's a biggin.
A biggin. MR biggin.
It's beautiful.
I mean that is just a work of art right
it's
there.
It's just a work of art.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't hold it closer, but maybe you can get them a detail shot.
Yeah, let me and look here. Let me move it around. Look at that.
That's right, baby. Get a load of that.
Yeah.
Dual jacks.
Look at that. I mean,
yes. Air over hydraulic.
I can cover Wayne up with the wheel.
Actually, it's electric over air.
I mean, check that out. That's all machined aluminum, which is a lot like the wheels that Thomas has for a lot of the airplanes.
Oh yeah,
on
same
their
smell.
website. I mean, same quality.
Yes.
Same machining, guys.
That's correct.
You know, when you get your wheels for these different models that he's selling now, you will be getting some beautiful wheels too that are machined and look nice too.
That's right.
So, a lot of good stuff going on, Thomas. Like I said, man, we got all kinds of projects,
good stuff,
and I'm ready to get this T28 going.
Yeah, I told you.
He's
gonna need to get his fix.
Always got to have. You like that new smell? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. So even though, and this is new, but it's like new to you. You know,
that's the best part about the hobby. You can be in the hobby 30 years and still find something new.
Exactly. Well, that Beaver is new to me, and it's
dude,
new.
That thing's virgin.
Exactly.
That thing belongs in a museum.
It does. It is.
That thing is just immaculate. I mean, I don't own anything.
I've actually put carpet in it and everything. I gotta have some leather luggage and stuff for it. You know. But anyway, so I'm gonna flip through the pictures of the T28 guys because this is what's hot. This is what's coming down the pipe. These are. When will these be here, Thomas?
They're leaving the factory at the end of July, so it takes about 5 weeks, more or less, plus or minus.
Okay.
So they'll be here August.
Just in time for my birthday, Wayne.
Hey, awesome! I'll pick it up for you.
Imagine
August,
that.
September. Yeah, probably. Safe to say end of August, early September, since they're leaving at the end of July. So it takes all of August, so beginning of September-ish. I'm hoping to have them by the B17 event, so we can have people pick them up at the B17 event if they're here on time.
Definitely, yeah.
I start avoiding shipping through California just because the port is so backed up.
It's horrible. Port of Long Beach sucks.
Well, it's not. It's just what it is. But so I've been my last 4 containers. I started shipping through Panama Canal up through the Gulf of Mexico into Houston. So it takes a little bit longer on the water, but I avoid getting stuck at the port in California for a month and a half. So
and tell us what have you been getting in lately that you have ready to sell and ready to go out. So if guys have interest in something they're looking for, what can they get their hands on right now from you guys?
Oh, we have a couple of white and red L19 bird dogs. We have one gray one left. So if you like the big 13-foot bird dogs, there's white and red ones and one gray one left. We have a bunch of Skyraiders because that's one of our special units. So we have tons of Skyraiders, single seat, dual seat. We have the Stuka, the new Snake Stuka from Seagull Models. It's hot. We do have tons of new airplanes on there. There's this Super Tucano. It's a 85.
Yeah. I like that.
The 85-inch one with the big,
that's big
can on it. It's nice. We also have the smaller 65-inch one with the Brazilian blue and yellow color schemes. We got a bunch of GBs. Y'all like some GBs, some Golden Age birds. We got some GBs on there.
Got one sitting in my garage. We're almost ready to go for the maiden.
Yeah, we got the GBs. We got so many models. Just go to the website. Yeah, just go to the website. You go to the website. You'll see a bunch of them. There's a new fun plane though. I say new. I had Seagull update it for me. Seagull has like 60 airplanes, and that not all of them are being produced at any time because they can only produce so much. So I asked them to bring back the sport airplane. It's a good all-around fun sport 35cc airplane. It's 88-inch wingspan, but it has a 2-piece plug-in wing. But the fun thing about it is a tail dragger. It kind of looks like a Super Cub kind of, but it's called a maxi lift. It has a tow release built in, so you can tow a flag, tow a glider, tow whatever you want. It also has a bomb bay, like a candy drop bay built in.
Cool.
So you can drop all sorts of fun stuff out of the belly, maybe tennis balls, water balloons, candy, whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah, money, and it has flaps, and so I had them redo it. We upgraded the wing struts to airfoil shaped wing struts. We had big balloon tires on it now, and a flashy new color scheme. But anyway, it's a gorgeous model. And it's not expensive, and it's an 88-inch bird. It's good for an all around sport flyer, or even somebody who needs to get into gas or wants a gas plane that's not going to break the bank, and it's a lot of fun to fly because this thing could do so many different things. So I encourage you to check out the Maxi Lift. It's a lot of fun.
And how about like we've got summer coming, we've got water, we've got people.
Man, you can't swim. We got floats. If you can't swim, we got some floats.
Awesome.
So we got float planes. There's a new Husky scheme, the Aviat Husky. It's a black and yellow one. We also have the red and white one. Those have floats on them as well. There's also a Turbo Beaver with floats. We got that Glass Air Sportsman 2+2. It's hot. That's a hot little. Man, that thing's nice.
Yeah, I've flown the real one. It's a hot one.
Oh, we have you. Yeah, it's nice, and we have that as well. So we got lots of float planes out there, and we got something for everybody. I figure if you go to our website, you can't find something, just message me, and I'll tell you when the next one's coming in. But we got a ton of models in right now. We got probably 600 models on the ground right now, ready to ship.
Wow, man, that's awesome. But I'm so glad that you guys have got some good stuff out there and are able to get them in for the guys that want to fly. And like I said, I love a good float plane in the summer months. And if you get out of the field on a good morning when there's a lot of dew on the ground, you can take off with a float plane really well and land it pretty well. I mean, I think that too.
I think I want to give away something tonight. I hate not to give away a gift. Y'all want to give away something?
Hey man, that is your call, buddy.
Hey, wait till we go off the show.
We're gonna. I don't know how to make up a contest real quick, so I'll let you guys figure it out. But let's do like a random drawing from all the guys that are online right now.
Oh, they love it.
Okay,
so I'll do a nice gift pack. We'll send out a hat, a shirt, one of those awesome 7-way pens that we have that have the screwdrivers in them. We'll do some new socks. We'll do some, the socks, they smell good.
Hey man, look, show the socks. You gotta have the socks, guys.
Man, you don't understand. Those are amazing.
Now, look, dude, I can tell the quality of these socks, man.
He doesn't even put them on yet because I can tell.
Yeah. And we'll do a nice gift pack, hobby knives in there, a big hardware pack. The whole thing's probably worth $75. So let's give away something tonight.
Hey,
Michael Bear said caller number 8.
Caller number 8. Well, I tell you,
just missed it by one.
Really, just missed it by
one. We're gonna kick it up even another notch. We'll do a $50 gift certificate. Good.
Oh my! Man. Whoa!
So we're gonna do a giveaway. It's gonna be the pilot swag pack plus a $50 off any airplane you want. Airplane you want, $50 off as well.
Hey guys, look, you can't get better than this gentleman right here. I mean, our fly-in we had a couple weeks ago. He sent us banners. He sent us shirts,
25-pound
socks. I mean, like 6 shirts.
Everybody wanted these shirts.
I mean, everybody wanted these shirts, Thomas. Everybody loves these. These are like jerseys, guys. Yeah. They're not T-shirts. These are like comfy
these
shirts.
Wick the material when you get hot.
This man's got some of the best merch out there. Okay, so what we can do is we can do it like this. We could say that I'm going to call out some initials. And
F you, Kenny.
And when I call out the initials, Wayne will pick a number and we'll count down to that number to see who put in the initials first. And they'll be the winner. How does that sound?
That works for me.
All right. So you guys have heard it. So Thomas is going to give away a pilot flight pack with all kinds of goodies.
That's a massive
$50 gift card off of any plane you choose at legendhobby.com. And so I'm going to call out some initials. I'm going to just kind of look around here. And also our president, Robert, said to let you know, Thomas, how much we appreciated everything you did for our fly field. So. And that raised a lot of money for our club. And we thank you so much for that. And everybody was loving that stuff as well. So let's see. I'm going to look around for some initials.
Have you, Kenny?
And the first person to type in these initials, well, Wayne is going to call out a number, and we will scroll down in the chat to see who is that number. And whoever puts in those initials, that number, then that's going to be it.
So they have to be coherent, and they have to be on right now live.
Yes, they have to be live.
So you can't call your friends.
No,
you can't
have
call
to be live.
in.
Okay. Yep, you have to be live. So I'm just kind of looking around, and I'm going to say, and let's see, the letter. I'm going to go with a couple letters and a number. So N19B. N19B. Wayne, what's the number? Which person? What number person? Pick a number.
7.
Okay, so we're gonna go with 7. So the 7th person to put in N19B.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Guess who just won?
F you, Kenny. Kenny, there you go, man. Kenny from Hangar 51. What a lucky dude, man. Hey, Kenny, couldn't happen to a finer guy. Kenny's helped me a lot with my channel and stuff here, Thomas. If I've had a night for some reason, a couple of times here or there, I couldn't do a show, Kenny filled in for me. So, Kenny, congratulations, buddy. Get me your information. You've got my cell phone number, Kenny. You
how
know
many X's?
You know
how many X's?
How many X's?
How many X's?
Yeah, what size?
How many X's?
Yeah, Thomas. I know he's got all different size shirts. So Kenny, let me know what size shirt you need. I know he goes from extra large up to 3X because Jeff at RC Plane Reviewer, he won a 3X at our fly-in and is thrilled with it. So
we have all the way up to 6X.
Oh, damn, they go up to 6X. Wow.
We go from small all the way up to 6 extra medium. I call them extra medium. So
okay,
so
good.
They do come in bust size.
Because I want to do one more thing.
Okay.
I'm crazy.
All right.
Let's do another gift pack. Same thing.
Oh, another one.
A what?
Another one. Okay. So
let's make this fun, man. It's Tuesday night. These guys are
man. This is Flight Club. This is phenomenal, man. Thank you.
I want to reward the hardcore guys that stuck to the end. So let's do another gift pack.
Another one.
So let me think. All right, so I'm going to find some more initials.
How many color schemes does the T28 come in, or how many versions? Because there's an actual other version we didn't talk about tonight. So how many T28 versions are offered?
Well, there's 3, correct?
You just gave away the answer.
Oh, did I win?
I wasn't going to tell him. I was not going to tell him. I was going to say.
All right, let's do this. How many? Okay, let's do this other one. How many versions of the L19 Giant L19 are available? How many color schemes / versions are available for the Giant L19? I'll message it to you in private chat for the answer.
Okay, so you're gonna pick the letters and then I'll pick the number again. So they have to type in what you say, and then
you got it. You got it.
No, hold on, Thomas. What? Say what you're doing now.
Okay, let's decomplicate.
Okay, so I'm gonna private chat you this answer. And then you're going to say the answer, how many color schemes L19 comes in. And when you're ready, you'll say the number.
Okay. You're going to send it to me in Messenger.
Yeah, right. No, a private chat. This little function on here, private chat.
Oh, okay. Let me get to that real quick. Hang on a second. Okay, here we go. All right. Okay. All right. So I've got you there. Okay. All right. I got it.
So whenever you're ready, you can announce it, and then Wayne will pick the number.
Okay. All right. So as soon as he asks the question.
Okay. So the question is, how many color schemes does the L19 come in? Correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And then you'll ask me for a number.
And then I'm going to ask you for a number.
Whoever comes up with
so
first time at that number
is
the winner with the right answer.
Okay, so guys.
So same thing.
Don't put in anything yet.
Okay, scratch it. Pull that tab up.
Don't put anything in yet.
Erase it.
Okay. So
what are we going to give away again?
I have no idea.
Hey, you tell us.
We're doing a pilot pack with a shirt.
Oh.
Some awesome socks, a keychain, a pen, a shirt, we said that, and a $50 off any airplane.
Wow. Guys, you're talking over $150 worth of stuff so far tonight that Thomas has given away because, the first pack was $75. This one's the same thing. So, all right. So the question is, okay, so guys, like I said, I'm going to ask the question. Don't put in anything yet.
Not yet.
I'm going to ask the question, okay? So clean your slate. How many schemes does the L19 come in currently? And what's the number, Wayne?
11.
11, okay? So go, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, done. Hold up. Wait a minute now. Hold up, guys. You can
There
stop.
There you go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Josh Bunn. Josh Bunn is the winner with 4 being the correct answer. We have olive, gray, white, and uncovered, guys. So that is the 4 schemes of the L19. And Josh Bunn is our number 11 winner for the second prize pack, guys. And Thomas, incredible, man. Thank you so
what a
much.
night.
I'm telling you, that was incredible.
Oh,
super nice, man. And Josh, get with me. You can reach me at jeffscustomrc@gmail. Get with me and let me know your information, and I will get with Thomas.
There's my information.
And put it away, man. Put it away. And we'll get some things sent out to you. And Kenny, you've got my personal cell and things like that. Get me your information along with your shirt size, buddy, and we will get that out to you from Thomas as well. And I'll give that to Thomas, and he can ship it right out to you. And Thomas, that's just super nice of you.
Yeah, way over the top.
Yeah, just very nice.
I mean, we're still raking in 37 after an hour and a half.
I'm telling you, man.
And we haven't even talked about anything yet. We're just getting started.
I know, right? Y'all guys, we're here all night, right?
Who knows what's going to be given away?
Exactly. But I can't thank you enough for being here tonight, man. You see, this is constant with him. You see what I'm dealing with all the time. But super nice of you, man. And guys, if you have not been over to Legend Hobbies website, please, I just encourage you highly, go over, check them out. Leave Thomas a message. Let him know how much you appreciate everything. And Josh said his face is purple and he's crying.
Let go, buddy. Let go.
Let it all go, man.
Let it breathe.
Let it go. Let it go.
It's going to be okay.
Hey, you're going to love these shirts, man. I'm telling you.
Awesome.
These shirts are fantastic. Yeah. These will be nice when it's hot outside, you know?
Yeah.
Really good.
Really nice.
But yeah, guys, go over to Legend Hobby, check out stuff, buy something, let Thomas know you saw the show tonight.
Really,
and let him know you appreciate everything he did here tonight, guys. I mean, show the love and get your order in for these airplanes, guys, because they're coming in and, they're going to be gone quick. These T-28s won't sit here long. What's the first? How many do you think you're going to get in first, Thomas?
We're shooting for about 180 to 100 the first container.
Wow. Okay, guys. So 180 max.
Wow.
That being the case,
that's a lot.
We know they're not going to sit there long. They're just not. I'll be predicting they should sell out. I mean, I'm thinking.
Write that down.
I mean, really, these airplanes are beautiful. And guys,
we're doing a promo too on them right now till May 31st. Between now and May 31st, everybody who pre-orders one right now has $75 off.
Wow. Awesome.
It's an OEM airplane, and I told the factory we're going to sell a bunch of them. So I got to put my money where my mouth is. So I'm offering a $75 discount for the early birds that get in early. And after May 31st, it goes up $75 back to the original price.
That's awesome, man. I mean, that's killer. I mean, you can't ask for better than that, guys. And so you can pre-order right now, correct?
Yes, sir. They're all available for pre-order. Well, a lot of y'all saw pictures tonight that aren't on the website yet. We're going to get those pictures uploaded and some other ones as well. But yeah, you can go online, order everything, the scale exhaust, the engines or gear and everything else. That way we know the main reason for the pre-orders. That way we know how many of which color to build, how many of which kind of gear people are wanting. Right now, Sierra gear, believe it or not, is leading over the electric gear because everybody likes that scale strut. Everybody likes the scale looks. So the Sierra gear are winning like 10-1 over the JP electric gear.
Wow.
And I was shocked right now. Uncovered ARCs. There's like 12, 14 orders right now for uncovered already.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't expect that many uncovered, but there's so many gorgeous color schemes out there.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm sure people are wanting to do their own, fiberglass paint jobs or even iron-on covering of their own favorite color scheme.
Oh, no question. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Your possibilities are just endless. And then, like I said, for your 3D printer guys, your cockpits everything that you'll be able to do with this airplane. It's just the possibilities are so endless with what you can do as far as scale. You can also get the pilots from Thomas over at Legend, guys. A lot of cool things over there you can get. I mean, so definitely go check out Legend Hobbies website and let them know that me and Wayne sent you over there, guys, and give Thomas a shout out and tell him you appreciate him a whole lot. And Josh, I got your information, buddy. Thank you. It just came in over email. I will get this to you, Thomas, and I will get Kenny's information to you as well, because Thomas and I will be talking. And I can't thank you enough, man. What a generous guy. I mean, you sent us plenty of stuff for our fly-in, and you just.
I mean, he's the first that I've had dealt with that someone's actually, hey,
yeah,
give away some more stuff.
Yeah, that's
Man,
right.
This guy's on more meth than I am.
Yeah.
Jared Kirby was asking a question. He said, "Are the Sierra gear electric?"
No,
Sierra,
it's a Robart.
Robart.
Yeah, Daryl at Sierra is 100% not an electric guy. I've talked to him about it, and so they're pure pneumatic. If you want electric, that's why we offer the JP electric gear.
Originally, these are offered at pneumatic, and then you can upgrade them into the screws.
Yeah,
that's what he did, and they're expensive. I mean, just the units alone, just three of them is it's over $1,500.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody said, Michael Barr said, I hope Legend comes out with a stick for me.
Stick.
Damn.
We have Seagull ugly sticks. They're in stock right now. There's blue ones, white ones, red ones.
There's your answer.
So we got 71-inch ugly sticks, and we just brought in and just got listed last night on our website. We have the kit. If you want to build a laser cut wood kit and you do all the stick building yourself, we have the ugly stick kit online, and you can build it and cover it yourself.
Wow. There you go. So for people that want to still get into the build thing, there you go. You got it. And, I mean, there are still people that build, so that's fantastic.
If y'all get down to Texas, come see us in September. We'll be at Bomber Field the whole week, and it's a good time. Even if you fly in from out of state, you don't want to drive, you don't want to come down, you don't have the time maybe. So a lot of people are like, man, I just don't have the vacation time, but I want to come. Fly on into Houston, get a rental car, come out for the weekend, Friday and Saturday. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be amazing. I'll have lots of vendors there. I want to give a shout out to my friend at A&E RC. He'll be there. I want to give a shout out to my friend Chris Hogg also. He's over there at the Texas RC Warbirds. He'll be there as well. We got several other vendors that'll be there. So come out and see us. A good time to pick up some good product, talk to some vendors, and eat some pizza with us. Come join us for some food and fellowship.
Yeah.
We got barbecue. And we got a barbecue dinner Saturday night. Actually, Friday night. Friday night's a barbecue dinner. And we usually show a big movie on a big inflatable screen. It's a good time, man. Come meet a bunch of pilots from all over the country. You got people coming from California, Florida, North Carolina, Michigan. And we have a big announcement to make on May the 1st, so stay tuned. I don't know where we're going to make the announcement. Maybe we'll just come back here if you want to have us. But
hey, look, dude, you're welcome here anytime.
we got a big announcement.
He'll pick you up.
Yeah, we'll have a big announcement May 1st, so y'all stay tuned.
All right. Well, hey, we'll definitely be talking and get you up here for that one, man. There's no doubt about it. Definitely. So, well, look, man, it's almost 10, and I'm not going to keep you much longer because I know you've had a long day, which I know it's 9 where you are. But I just appreciate you for taking your time and being here and spending your evening with us and all these awesome guys here. Killer Planes is back in the house. Thanks for Steve dropping in tonight as well. Love having Steve and the lovely Miss Denise in the house. But yeah, Thomas, thank you so very much. And I'm going to let these guys go. Stick around. Don't leave yet. And I'm going to let these guys go, and we'll be back and speak with you for a few minutes before we let you totally go. And guys, another Tuesday night is come and gone here at Flight Club. And again, we're so just feel very special to have Mr. Thomas Wheeland from Legend Hobby share his evening with us, giving away 2 awesome gift packs, guys, $150 value. Make you part of the team. Everybody's part of the team. And we got some great things coming here too as well, guys. We're going to be showing you some of these planes once they're sitting here on the table. We'll be talking about them more in depth.
Molesting.
And right around my birthday, so to speak. And so, guys, like I said, please go to Legend Hobby. Check out Thomas. Check out the website. Get something. Order something. You'll be glad you did. Some best customer service going out there, guys. He'll help you out and do anything he can for you. That's obvious with what we see here tonight. And hope to see all of you guys back here next week for another round of Flight Club as well. I think you'll be here next week too.
I might be in surgery.
Yeah, I think surgery again. I hope not. I hope neither one of us are having surgery again.
Hate surgery.
But guys, thank you so much for being here tonight, and I'm glad Wayne's back.
Me
and,
too.
Hopefully,
Hey,
we'll stay healthy. And hit that like button on your way out, guys. If you haven't already, if you didn't like what you saw here tonight, hit it twice. Either way, YouTube likes it. And we'll see you back here next week. And you never know what we'll have going on here.
I don't know. I think we blew our wad tonight. We gave
we
everything
can't get
away.
no better than
we might
this.
not have anything
I
left.
don't even know if I'll be able to sleep tonight. I might sleep in this shirt.
My wife likes it.
There you go then. All right, guys. So we'll see you next week right here, same time, 8:30 for another round of Flight Club. You guys have a great evening. And I'm Jeff, Wayne, and we are out. Night, Thomas, and we'll see you in just a few.